Christmas Day is inching closer, but we're going to get the celebration started a little early by opening up a mystery box and auctioning the very best card off for charity.
Hello! Let's see what we get here. Reaching down in this to pull out the box.
Hello, sports card investors, and welcome to another day of the 12 Days of Christmas, where every day we're opening up a mystery box of cards, taking the very best card, and auctioning it for charity on Pristine Auction. The rest of the cards are repacked for kids, and we're giving those away at future card shows. I don't know what box I'm about to open, but I think it is going to be something good. So join me here for the fun. And by the way, if you are looking to get some serious deals on sports cards, memorabilia, or collectibles this holiday season, head to pristineauction.com. With thousands of sports cards ending every Sunday and no reserves and $20 starting bids, there's something for everyone. Check them out today and be sure to use registration code SCI for $10 off your first purchase. All right, I'm joined here in the studio today for this box break by a familiar face, Doug. Welcome back to the show, sir.
Hello, Jeff. How are you? Good to see you.
You've replaced your cowboy hat with a Santa hat, I see.
Yeah, you kind of got on to me a little bit about not being festive enough, so I thought maybe I would go a little extra mile this time.
I appreciate you overcompensating.
Thank you.
Like I would expect you to do.
Yes. This is the most hair I've had since the 90s, by the way. So.
Now, your presence here makes me think it's possible we could be opening some soccer today. We might be opening some F1. Am I moving in the right direction?
You really can't tell. I'm a jack of all trades. Well, most, if it's baseball where we're stuck. But if it's anything other than baseball, I've got you, Jeff. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so it could be basketball, could be football. Maybe it's even tennis cards. Let's see, ladies and gentlemen. All we need now is Santa to arrive with a mystery box, and that's Santa. I hear Santa, ladies and gentlemen, and here Santa is, just on time. Hello, Santa. Welcome back to the Sports Card Investor Studio. Let's see what you have brought us today. Oh, that's a big one, Doug.
Ooh,
it's
yeah.
F1, Topps Chrome F1.
So well done, you called it. Yeah, that's a monster box now, yeah.
That is a monster box. This might be one of the more expensive boxes we're opening as part of this, I would guess, because this box has I think these are a few $1,000s now, right?
Yeah, it's at least a $2,000 box, I'm
Wow.
pretty sure, or maybe thereabouts. It kind of fluctuates a lot, but we just had the F1 Championship finish up, so right now prices are probably surging a bit.
They are, and and so speaking of that, I know Lewis Hamilton was traditionally the card you were really looking for from this box, but now there's some competition in terms of who you're looking for.
Certainly. I mean, you're still looking for Lewis Hamilton. This is the debut edition of Topps Chrome F1, so Lewis Hamilton's still one of the biggest pulls you can get. But there's a new champion now. It's Max Verstappen, under controversy, so we'll see what happens with that. But Max Verstappen they went into the final race tied in Abu Dhabi, which is amazing, and then they finished 1 and 2. Verstappen pulls ahead on the final lap. Again, a lot of controversy surrounding that right now, and Mercedes is protesting it. But currently, Verstappen is our champion. This would, of course, be considered as rookie card for Red Bull, so Verstappen's a huge pull, but there's a lot of up-and-comers in there as well. We're looking for George Russell. He's recently made the switch, or this coming season, from Williams Racing to Mercedes, so he'll be Lewis Hamilton's partner next year. There's also going to be Lando Norris, Yuki Tsunoda, which is an F2 card in there, so a lot of guys to look for.
Neat. All right. Mick Schumacher.
Yeah, quick mix. So Mick Schumacher is F2 in this product, I believe, but he is now in F1 on the American Haas team.
And that's a refractor right off the bat there. Pretty cool.
So this product is actually unique because base cards carry value. Unlike what we see in a lot of the sports card world, the base cards actually do carry value because they're kind of rare. This box is full of inserts, and the actual base driver card is not nearly as common.
Interesting.
And so you're going to see some stuff like what you've already pulled here. You're going to see not just drivers, you're going to see team principals, you're going to see pit crew cards, you're going to see team cards like the one you just pulled for British Water Treatment.
Oh, look at this. We got a double pack. Look at this.
Double pack.
Right. Look at the name there. Verstappen, and then look at the name there.
All right.
Verstappen.
So one of the
got
one that you've got there on the other side, the one with the yellow tag, That's just going to be his car, essentially. But still, I mean, anything Max is going to be nice. Those always come in refractor, by the way. So,
okay.
There's no base version of
Gotcha.
that. But the other card I'm very interested to see. All right, so this is going to be one of his Grand Prix winners, probably.
It is. Yep, his Red Bull Racing Grand Prix Driver of the Day in Mexico.
Sure. So you're going to have Driver of the Day cards. You're going to have Grand Prix winner cards. None of those are going to be considered, the base card, but still those are going to be sought after.
And then Lewis Hamilton.
Of course.
There as well, and that is his car.
Yes, yes.
Cool. Okay. All right. Interesting. All right. Well, so far so good. We got a couple of the big names right off the bat.
It'll also be interesting opening this product because so many drivers have changed teams. Even team names have changed. You'll pull cards from Renault, which is no longer in existence here, for instance.
Look at that one, Doug.
That, it looks like some sort of wave parallel. Is that for F2 Charu? I can't see.
Yeah, that is Charu. Yeah, that is a number to 50.
Yeah, so a gold wave.
Like a gold wave parallel number to 50.
Those are beautiful cards. I feel like they look like really classy business cards for the team, but I think those cards look really nice. If I was a huge F1 fan, I would love to collect like the full rainbow of the team set.
Yeah, those are very cool.
We'll also be looking for a parallel in here, an insert rather, called track tags, which looks like graffiti. It's pretty unmistakable.
Oh, look at that.
Driver nicknames on it.
AMG Mercedes.
Yeah, is that Pierre Gasly under there as well?
It is. Interesting. Okay, cool. These team cards are quite interesting. I'm actually, now that I think about it, I'm a little surprised you don't have team cards these days anymore. Some prior products, I remember opening up, gosh, I want to say it was maybe Skybox Basketball back in like 1990 that would have team cards with the different team logos in it. But you don't see that anymore.
Right, and this also has, again, team principals, which are kind of like the managers of the team. And I think it's been since maybe 2017 Prism since we've seen coaches in basketball or any other mainstream products.
Right.
Who do we have here?
Another F2.
Sure. Is that Yuki Tsunoda?
It is.
Yuki Tsunoda is F1 now, so he races alongside Pierre Gasly, probably the youngest racing duo in F1 currently.
We have another Lewis Hamilton.
Very nice.
Formula One award winners.
Yeah, so you'll get a lot of those for Lewis Hamilton. He's won so many races and had so many drivers of the day. He's got a ton of those inserts in this product just because, who else are you going to put in there? He's won everything.
Right. But you're really looking for his card where it shows him as the driver.
It's just his base card. Like. And again, that's such a unique thing if you're, if you've been collecting a lot of, what do we got here, a purple?
Yeah, that's a Verstappen Grand Prix winner.
Awesome.
But that is a parallel of some type.
But still, it's going to be numbered out of what, probably 250?
$399.
$399 for purple.
Yeah.
Okay.
$399.
So yeah, any sort of Verstappen color is awesome. So I wouldn't complain too much that it's a Grand Prix winner card as opposed to base.
Sure, because it is numbered. Cool. And then another Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, like
You're
I
right
said,
that there are a lot of these Lewis Hamilton cards.
Yeah, it feels good pulling all the Lewis Hamiltons, of course.
Right. You can at least see him on this one.
So I don't know how many packs you're into right now, but I think you've only opened one base driver card so far. So that's what I was saying. Base driver cards are actually fairly rare for this product, which makes them valuable. Scarcity is always what drives price. So this is unlike other products in that regard.
Well, we might have a Verstappen. No, is that his base driver card?
It is not. No, it won't be a horizontal card like that. It'll be a vertical card, and they won't be wearing their helmet. You'll be able to see their face.
Gotcha. Okay.
There are image variations of their base as well, which are going to be valuable. So it looks like you've got your first principal card. That looks like Claire Williams of Williams Racing, I think.
Yeah, it is. There you go. Okay. Interesting. Cool. Now, are there autos in this product?
Absolutely, there's autos in here. You can also pull printing plates out of this product, one-of-one printing plates.
Interesting. So parallels, autos, printing plates, those types of things.
Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't seen any track tags yet, but we'll get there. There's a nice, I can't see the driver name.
Dan Ticktum.
Oh, Dan Ticktum. Okay, so
Future Stars, and that's a refractor.
That's a refractor, and that's what your base cards are going to look like. So that's
okay.
the style of card you're really chasing.
Okay, and being a refractor, that's a good one.
Of course.
I imagine. A couple other team cards.
Yes.
Okay. So I guess, you can do a little prospecting with this product like you can with any other sport.
You certainly can, and that's really interesting because there's F2 cards in an F1 product, so it's kind of like having Bowman Baseball inside of, like a Topps Chrome product, right? So you get the prospects and, all the current stars at the same time.
Right. Okay.
And there's one just for the actual car itself, which is pretty interesting. Just the car has its own card there in the back.
Yeah, these cards are very nicely designed.
Really nicely designed.
Yeah, they are.
They look fantastic. Again, you know, one of my favorite cards just aesthetically is just the plain team card, just because of how minimalist I guess it looks. But certainly not the most desired. Oh man, we got a refractor for a team principal.
There you go.
Not exactly what we're hoping
Right,
for.
I assume the team principal ones aren't as sought after,
No,
right?
even like some of the
want
biggest
drivers.
names like Christian Horner at Red Bull or Toto Wolff at Mercedes, they don't really command a premium.
Gotcha.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately for those guys.
Who's that in your right hand there? The base driver card.
Esteban
Ocon. Okay.
Ocon, yeah.
Yeah, so that's one of the primary F1 drivers, and that is probably his image variation. I'm guessing there's a way to figure that out, but we won't dive into it. Looking at the number at the bottom, like you do with Topps Baseball, but not a bad one. We still need Lewis Hamilton or Max Verstappen or even somebody like a Charles Leclerc, Lando Norris, George Russell.
Well, I've got a Max Verstappen for you here.
Okay.
There you go.
There it is.
That's the one, right?
That is it. That is your base Max Verstappen rookie.
Okay, cool.
That one is not actually marked rookie. This is his 4th or 5th year in F1, so he's not a rookie to F1. This is still his first card.
Right.
So regardless if we're missing that rookie card logo, that's the Verstappen card that you want.
Well, it's like some of those guys in '86 Fleer. They weren't actually
Exactly.
rookies that year, but it's considered their rookie card.
I see a track tags coming up as well, so finally we got our first track tags.
All right,
They're
track
very cool looking
tags.
cards. There we go! And it is Verstappen, of course.
Nice. That's a cool card.
Yeah, they're really cool cards. They have a great refractor to them, and that's what they all look like. They don't come in any sort of other colored parallels, but you have this big, not exactly like a color blast, but you get a ton of color on the back of the card. You get a really good looking aesthetic. You get a good refractor. I like those a lot. I think those are that's a good chase to collect all of the track tag cards.
Neat. All right, cool. All right.
Although some of the nicknames are a little weird. I don't know if anybody actually goes around calling him Maximum Attack.
Maybe they did when he was a kid. Looks like we're going to have another track tag on the back of this pack, too.
Okay.
But we'll get to that last.
Sure. Ooh, is that a Charles Leclerc?
It is. That's a base.
Yeah, Charles Leclerc for the Scuderia for Ferrari. That's one of the biggest young names in the sport.
Okay. And then our last two of this pack. There you go. So the
third era.
Yeah, the third era.
Who do you think calls him that? Do you think his teammates, anybody else on the track goes around just saying, hey, third era?
Who is that? Daniel.
Is it Kvyat? I can't say the name that well. Yeah, Daniel Kvyat. Not in F1 currently.
Ah, okay. All right.
So that's one of those guys that didn't, like, there's a few of those actually that are in this product and have been since demoted or have gone on to other things.
All right. Refractor there of that car.
Yeah.
All right, we got another Lewis Hamilton,
Another
Grand
one.
Prix winner,
Another-
China.
Sure. He's
Okay.
won every race. There's probably one of each of there.
Sure. All right, team executive,
all right.
then another car there. Okay. Now, is there an auto guaranteed in here, or is that just random?
It's not guaranteed. No, I think the collation is maybe 1 out of every 2 boxes probably.
Okay.
If you study the pack odds, so no guaranteed auto in there. But when you pull one, it's obviously a pretty big deal.
Right. So that's a
Is that
refractor.
Valtteri Bottas?
It is.
So that's been Lewis Hamilton's running mate for the past several years now. But this was his last season at Mercedes. He's actually going to be leaving that team and making room for George Russell. But he's still a very successful driver, helping them win the Constructor Cup this year. So that's the #1 team in the sport, Mercedes, despite Verstappen winning the actual title.
That's a cool Ferrari card.
See,
by
I
the way.
love those cards. Even
Yeah.
just the base without a refractor, it still just looks like such a classy card to me.
It is. It's really neat.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Is that Kimi Räikkönen? I can't.
Grosjean?
Oh, sorry, that's Pierre Grosjean, or Romain Grosjean, sorry.
Or that
I
too.
butchered the name. Romain Grosjean, he had actually a really big accident and decided to leave F1, a near-death experience on the track. So he actually left F1 after that, and he still races, just not in the same league.
All right. Got another refractor
Yeah,
of an
for
AMG
Valtteri
car
Bottas.
there.
Yeah.
Pretty neat. Another Lewis Hamilton.
Ham, yes.
Award winners. We have a Future Stars Schwartzman.
Schwartzman I'm not familiar with, so he's still the future, I guess, not the present.
Still the future.
Yeah.
All right. 4 packs remaining.
You know, F1 is starting to expand a little bit into America as we're getting more races. Miami is now going to be one of the race venues coming up. So popularity could increase within the States. Who do we have there with the refractor? Okay, so that's Giovinazzi. Antonio Giovinazzi. That is a nice card for sure. He is one of the current F1 stars.
Cool, good, awesome.
Far from a rookie, but still very nice to pull a refractor of a base card.
Another Lewis Hamilton, of course.
Of course. I think that's Lance Stroll coming up there.
It is.
So Lance Stroll, that team was Racing Point. That team name has changed. They're no longer Racing Point. They're not Alpine, AlphaTauri now. So his dad was the actual team owner for that particular team, and they've had to switch over to new ownership and a new team name.
Learning something new every day.
It's a lot. There's a lot of changes that have happened in F1 since this product.
Oh, we have a Lewis Hamilton refractor.
Is this purple or is that just a refractor?
I believe that is a purple, actually.
So out of $3.99
so this
probably.
is obviously not his base card, but it is a award winners card, and it is numbered to $3.99.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I think I've pulled that exact card, perhaps.
Yeah,
But,
cool.
You know, again, we've pulled a numbered Verstappen and a numbered Lewis Hamilton. Not the exact variation that you would want of either.
And I
but
think
still
we've got
good
another
cards.
numbered card coming up here, Doug.
Yeah, those the 70th anniversary cards are usually numbered out of 70. So you'll probably see that.
Yeah, Nissani, is that right? Roy
Yes.
Nissani? Future star. So if he turns it, that's numbered to... Actually, that was not numbered.
Not numbered.
Not numbered. It looks like kind of a gold type parallel, but it doesn't appear to be numbered.
Yeah, typically the 70th anniversaries will be numbered out of 70, but maybe that's primarily in the Sapphire product because I've opened a lot of that as well.
Yeah. Neat card, though. All right. Last 2 cars.
Yeah.
Cars there.
Yeah, one's like a crew card and one's a car. This was a 200 card checklist, and that's something that Topps doesn't necessarily do outside of baseball very often.
Oh, there's a Lewis Hamilton
Beautiful.
refractor of his car.
Yeah, I love that.
That's pretty cool.
So, you know, when Topps gets into things like soccer, for instance, the checklists are often a 100-card checklist, which I love about that. And I kind of wish they would have done the same thing with F1. They could have left out some of the cars or the pit crews, and I think they could have pared this product down to be a little bit more hit-friendly, if you know what I mean.
Well, we opened up Sapphire Baseball the other day.
Yeah, and that's a huge checklist.
700 card
cards.
checklist. So I'm not
So I
going
guess I shouldn't.
I'm not going to complain about 200.
Yeah. I'm taking this for granted, right? Is this our last pack?
It's our last pack,
Okay,
Doug.
we got this.
Let's get a little,
Listen,
little last pack mojo. Let's go.
I have opened F1 on the Sports Card Investor Instagram before, back when this was $500 a box. And in my very last pack, my last 2 cards were a Lewis Hamilton base and a Max Verstappen refractor.
Nice.
So last pack mojo is real. That's a Charles Leclerc track tags.
Rising Star.
I'm
There
sure
you go.
everybody calls him the Rising Star everywhere he goes.
There you go. Cool. Awesome. That's neat. All right, well, let's see if we have the luck you did. We have a Lewis Hamilton.
Okay.
It is a Grand Prix winner,
Perfect.
Lewis Hamilton. Marcus Armstrong.
No, that's not what
and
we need. Is that a Verstappen?
And we have a Verstappen. So we actually got a Hamilton
Well,
and a
you
Verstappen.
did go Hamilton, Verstappen, yeah.
Not the base cards that you got, which I guess have more value.
That's
but,
right.
But we did get those 2 in the last pack. So the tradition continues. All right, so we got a bunch of interesting cards here. I'm going to pull out a few that I think might be the more valuable ones, Doug, and then
Yeah,
you
I've got
can
a few in
advise which of these cards we want to send off to our charity auction with pristineauction.com. So I put a few of these out here. Some of the refractors.
Sure.
Let's do that Lewis Hamilton
Definitely
numbered
got to
one
get
there.
the numbered Lewis Hamilton out there.
Yeah, that's a refractor right there. Let's see what else we got.
We've got a numbered Max hiding in there somewhere.
Yep, and that's just a Max base card.
Beautiful.
That is a base card as well there. That's a refractor. And let's see. That was the Max Verstappen. That was the numbered one
Nice,
there
nice,
of
yes.
Verstappen. Put that right there. Okay, so those are probably, I believe that's the selection of the ones that might be the biggest hit cards.
Okay, great.
So,
So next step, I need you to get out your centering tool and your jeweler's loop. We need to inspect these for condition.
There you
See which
go.
one is gradable. So once you've done that, get back to me. Tell me which one is the best condition. We have time for that, right?
Oh yes, all the time in the world. I am looking to see if I see any noticeable defects of any type. This one has some surface issues.
The one on the far right?
Yeah, this one right here has some surface issues, so we'll take that one out of the mix.
Okay, that one is out of the mix. I know the winner right now. We can cut to the chase if you'd like. It's going to be the base Max Verstappen.
It's going to be okay, so that's really interesting. So
Yes.
we've got these really unique insert cards here. We have a Lewis Hamilton and a Verstappen that are numbered to 399, but and we have a Lewis Hamilton refractor of his car. But you're saying that the base Verstappen you think is the best out of all of them, even though some of these are numbered.
Yeah, so that's numbered at, the Verstappen and the Lewis Hamilton are both numbered out of 399, but because they're not the base cards, because they're, inserts, driver of the day, Grand Prix winner, what have you, they're not as desirable.
Okay.
This being the actual base Verstappen, which is actually a harder pull than any of those other cards, despite the fact that they're numbered, this is what you want, and this is your champion. This is your F1 champion. He unseated Lewis Hamilton. This is the first time for Max. Red Bull was the fastest car all year. This is a very big deal. So that's the car that I would want out of all of those.
Well, there you go. And this is the card then that is going to go off to our charity auction at pristine.com. In the upcoming days, this card will be available for you to bid on at pristineauction.com. And please bid away, because 100% of the proceeds from this card are going to be donated to charity. So it's a great way to get a great card that we opened here on the Sports Card Investor set, as well as give back to charity this holiday season. Again, that's going to be on pristineauction.com. All the rest of these cards that we opened today are going to be repacked, and they will be given to kids who find our Sports Card Investor team at future card shows. And we're doing that in conjunction with the YouTube channel Card Kids, which is a fun channel run by my two sons to get more kids into the sports card world. So subscribe to the YouTube channel Card Kids. Doug, this was a lot of fun. This was my first time ever opening F1, and I appreciate you helping me through it.
Hey, so happy to do that. It's been a while since I've been able to open F1 because the prices have exploded. I've ripped a bunch in the past, but now that the price point is where it is, it's kind of out of my range.
Yep.
So thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to sit in with you, and I hope you enjoy your holidays.
Thank you very much. I hope you do too, and I hope you do out there as well. Happy holidays, everybody, and we will see you tomorrow with our next 12 Days of Christmas. Take care.